Okay guys, this is a follow-up to our meeting on Tuesday when we were looking at 3.7.7. Now that one is a task for Ducey's Dance Studios. Now there's been some confusing issues that I think I need to provide support for, and that is specifically the difference between a cash flow statement and a cash flow forecast. So firstly, a cash flow statement is fact. Let's just write that on the board for you. And a cash flow forecast is not known. It is the future. So with that in mind, let's go back on what it is that we're doing. We are making a cash flow forecast. So for that data, we know that March has a revenue. We know the revenue was $12,000. And we know that we've already received 50% cash. That 50% cash, what is that? So we've already received $6,000. And we're expecting 50% of the revenue from March in April. That's another $6,000. But this hasn't arrived yet. We are simply trusting that all the customers are really going to pay the remaining 50%. Now we know what life is like. Some of those customers may decide that they're not going to finish buying the product and might return it to us, in which case we lose some of that credit. We don't know what's going to happen, but for now we are going to forecast that we are going to get $6,000 the next month. Now we also know the opening balance. The opening balance for April is $1,000. So now we know where the starting point is for our cash flow forecast. And the starting point is April. And the opening balance is $1,000. Sorry, whoops, April. So this is where now we start our cash flow forecast, and then we move on from April through to May, etc. with the information that we have. This only remains a forecast of the future. We are not reporting anything that we already know for a fact. And the known fact is the March 6,000, so we ignore that. That's fact. That belongs in a cash flow statement, not in a cash flow forecast. The $6,000 credit, that is not known yet whether or not we're going to receive it. Therefore, the 50% credit belongs in the cash flow forecast. Right guys, I hope that helps a little bit with the work that you're doing. One final thing to say, there is an error in the book for 3.7.7, and the error is, you can see the number of 50,500. Now the problem with that is it is an error in the book. That is wrong. It should say $50. So please change your indirect costs to $50 per month. It is $50. I can say that quite positively, because the indirect costs, that covers things such as paper, pens, what else? Glue, sellotape. These are office stationery costs. So therefore that cannot be $5,000 a month. No one's going to be paying $5,000 per month for stationery. It's only $50 for the indirect costs. Okay guys, I hope that helps. I'll be posting this obviously on ManageBack and in Teams where you'll be seeing it. Thanks guys, have a nice day.